morning. No, good afternoon. It is a sunny afternoon, Monday, May 23rd, and hopefully the sun will stick around at least a little later this week and stick around for next weekend. We are looking ahead to Sunday, May 29th. It will be Memorial Day weekend, but it is time for us, hopefully, to get outside as we worship together at Messiah. It'll be a Messiah Worships United service, just one service on Sunday morning, 10 a.m. outside, weather permitting. So remember to bring your lawn chair. We'll be doing lots of things at our worship on Sunday, including recognizing our seniors and having a baptism. But we are also celebrating creation. That will be the theme of our worship service this coming week. And so today I wanted to share with you just a little bit from Psalm 8. You will not hear this psalm in its entirety at worship on Sunday, but it will be the basis for some of our prayers of the day. And so just wanted to spend a little bit more time with this psalm, knowing that we will be using it as part of our liturgy at worship this coming Sunday. This is Psalm 8. O Lord, our sovereign, how majestic is your name in all the earth. You have set your glory above the heavens, and out of the mouths of babes and infants you have founded a bulwark because of your foes, to silence the enemy and the avenger. When I look at the heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and the stars that you have established, what are human beings that you are mindful of them, mortals that you care for them? Yet you have made them a little lower than God, and crowned them with glory and honor. You have given them dominion over the works of your hands. You have put all things under their feet, all sheep and oxen, and also the beasts of the field, the birds of the air, and the fish of the sea, whatever passes along the paths of the seas. O Lord, our sovereign, how majestic is your name in all the earth. Some would call this particular psalm the Stargazers Psalm, as it looks out into the heavens and imagines the magnificence and the glory and the magnitude, tries to imagine those things, and wonders to God, who in the world are we? Yet at the same time, we know that we have a special both place and responsibility in God's creation and in God's kingdom. And so that's what this psalm is talking about. When you consider the magnitude, I often find thinking about the heavens and the universe and all that is beyond us, it's hard to comprehend. And I have just a couple of examples in terms of the immensity of our universe as we think about it. Carl Vanderloot was an astronomer and uses this kind of model to help us get things into perspective. It says, imagine that the sun, which is a star, of course, is the size of about a grapefruit. If so, then the earth would be the size of a grain of sand, and we would be about 35 feet away from that star, or our sun. The moon is a teeny tiny speck of sand, and it's about an inch away from the other grain of sand. Venus would be about 25 feet away from us, Mars 53 feet. The next grapefruit size star would be 2,000 miles away, which is about from Minneapolis to Los Angeles. And to model our home galaxy, just our Milky Way galaxy, we would need some 10 billion grapefruit size stars or suns, each about 1,600 miles apart. And our universe, of course, is made up of billions of galaxies all moving away from one another. Again, it starts to boggle my imagination and my wondering, but this is still all a part of God's creation. And so then we imagine, who are we as that? If the earth is a grain of sand and the other stars are millions and millions and billions of miles away, who are we? Who are you and I? Yet the psalmist reminds us that God has made us a little lower than the angels, meaning we are not God. We are not a heavenly being, but at the same time, we have been charged with responsibility for care of the rest of creation. The oxen, the sheep, the beasts of the field, the birds of the air, the fish of the sea, we have been charged with helping care for and steward the rest of creation. An important responsibility indeed, one that we often seem to be struggling with these days in a whole variety of ways. And so that's probably some of the things that we will talk more about on Sunday and consider. But I invite you for today to think about how you care for creation. Beautiful time of year to do it as we're getting out in the gardens and the fields and the lawns and enjoying things. How do we care for creation? How do we care for the natural world around us to protect it and to defend it and to restore it? Thank you for joining me for this short devotional today, and I look forward to seeing you in worship on Sunday.